I'm making a shipping box today for this little thing that has to go into the mail, and I needed a custom box, for this. So the first thing I've got here is a piece of corrugated cardboard, and the ribs are running this way. I have a straight edge, a carpenter's square, a pair of dividers, and my Olfa knife. So, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the package down right here and make a mark for its width, like that, because I want it to fit, fairly closely. And then I'll take the square and using the Olfa knife, but I'm using just the back end of it. There's no blade sticking out. The blade is in there. So I'm going to score that rib. Okay, now I'm going to take the dividers and open them up to that particular space. And I'm going to cut 4 more sides. So I'll put 1 mark, 2, 3, and 4. Then with the Olfa knife, using the back of its case again just to score the piece, I will make those ribs go. And you can see how the box will now begin to fold. And on this last one, I only need 4 sides. I'm going to use the knife itself and cut it off. Now I'll turn it sideways, and I'm going to figure out the height. Actually, what I would like to do is measure this first and find out what the half is. Okay, so that is now about 4.5 inches, so that makes it 2 1/4. So I'll set this at about 2 3/8. I need it to be just a little bit bigger. Actually, I'm going to set it at 2 1/2. Okay, now at 2 1/2, I can set this here. Yeah, okay. Then I'll turn the square around like this. And using the back of the Olfa knife, I will score this here. This is to make the flaps on the box. Now I'll take my piece, and I want to give this a little bit of room for packing material. So I'll set the square, right here, and make another mark, like that. And score this side. These are the folds. Okay, this will be the top and the bottom of the box. Then I'll take the 2 1/2 I have here, and I'll make a mark there and there. And I have a straight edge here. You can use the square, but I'm just going to use the straight edge because it's longer. And I'll cut the box off. Now, in these areas here, I'm going to cut from this top fold. I'm going to open up the flaps for the top and the bottom by just taking my knife and cutting these things open. So now we have individual flaps. Okay, now to start off the box, I'm going to take a little piece of packing tape and put it right on the end like this of the short side that I have left on here. Because see, I have 4 sides for the box, and this is going to go inside as part of reinforcement. So I'll set the box up. Oh, I actually have an extra side on here. How about that? I must have been counting strange. So I'll just cut this off. Okay, so now I have 4. I really want to cut these off too. These are extra flaps that we don't need. Yeah, now I'll put this back together like that. And to get the size right, you just put these things down, and then you can press the tape inside by, this is the flap putting it down, so I can get that right size. And now I'll put a piece of tape on the outside on this open seam. You can use the flaps as support so that when you press, you don't crush the box. Okay. So now, I'll set the bottom of the box. I'm going to trim this just a little bit here. So these ends come together. And there we have our box, ready to pack, and it fits the object perfectly. I'll put a little bit of packing material in it and then seal the box, and it'll be ready to mail.